following presentation of the National Football League.
On one sideline, we've got to look at the head coach of the visiting Raiders. His guy's one of the fortunate 2-0 teams here to start this 2026 season. Facing off with him, it is Sean McDermott, head coach of the Bills. His guy's 2-0 as well, so two of the league's better teams meeting here this week. I'm Kate Scott here with Brock Heward. Everybody just about set. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Fields this one at the 3. Showing a little burst so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by one of the faces of this sport, Brock, a one-of-one quarterback who graduated from humble beginnings at Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And, of course, he cares less about those two numbers. It's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game. I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Pressure coming, it's Allen. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he takes it down to the 33. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
First tone of the game for James Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Bills have a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Man in motion, out of the slot. Allen to throw. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, well, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. This one's caught. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills finish up an excellent opening series. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Trey Tucker to return it. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
And how do you really build on setting a new NFL record last week? I'm not sure you can. What we saw out of him might go down as his single greatest performance in an NFL uniform. What he can do, and we'll try to do here, is carry that momentum from last week into this week and go get them another win.
He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Ed Oliver there to make the stop. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. He's dropping back to throw. That's caught by Chris Olave. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. A pickup of 17. And that's a Vegas first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Has it down close. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders finish off their opening drive. Chris Olave with the touchdown.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early and put a fear of God into this defense.
Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. He connects on the extra point try. And the Raiders respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So Coach Sean McDermott sending his Bills offense back to the field. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
That's brought in downfield by Kincaid. At the 20. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal. No No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Cook. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Allen setting up to throw. And he has the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills break the tie here in the 1st. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Second drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Mike.
Dive play straight ahead. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Rolling from the gun here. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
Here we go. Stop.
3rd and long for him here. And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's 4th down. Now the Raiders readying for the punts, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Blitz coming here. Allen couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
I can promise you that is a throw, and it's a quarterback when it leaves your hands, you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB could cut off and take the other way.
Allen on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Collects this at the 35. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Raiders have their offense back out there. Their last drive didn't make it very far before Had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. Throwing the out route complete. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First down at the 45-yard line.
He's going to throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. That was T.J. Sanders on the tackle.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
This one, football is out. Oh, the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense. All right, so they're facing 4th down now, but they are grateful, no doubt, to be facing it. After that sideline right there saved them on the fumble.
Yeah, saved them, Kate, not just on the field, as you're saying, but on the scoreboard. What a hurt to fumble it away inside field goal range. But thanks to that ball bouncing out, they'll get a chance to try a field goal, or who knows, maybe even go for it.
They'll run for this, and that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
He only needed an inch, Kate, and it was a good thing because he had to fight for that. That defense put up a game effort, nearly made the play to get themselves off the field.
All set to go now from the 35.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
First down, and they go right back to it. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down. Here's a throw. Hauled in by Olave, left side. And this one doesn't go far. Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Trap 50, trap 50. Ready.
They'll air it out on 3rd. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Matt Milano in to pick it off. 3rd down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to go for it, you better make it happen, and you better get that pick. Otherwise, you're giving up a 1st down conversion. He gets the pick, and those defensive coaches and that defense celebrating on the sidelines.
Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Buffalo first. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
The 44-yard line.
Allen now on 1st down. This one's quickly to Shakir. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
To throw again, it's Allen. Into traffic, complete. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Bills have a first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing.
And this is going to be a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills parlay the interception into points. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Sending him on the dive. Fights his way through a tackle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They're going play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He has it at the 22. He dodged the tackle. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. So Coach Sean McDermott sending his Bills offense back to the field. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Left side into the hands of Shakir. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
And the Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Right back to Shakir. This is caught. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard on the play.
And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 21-7 is our score. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They start out with 3rd and 4. Here's Allen. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up 4th down. Braden Mann on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock, as safety really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Working near his goal line. He puts a mare under it deep down the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And we'll see what they do here on second down. They're going to try and throw it here. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. We've set it down from the 37.
Here we go, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
First down, play action. Olave with the catch. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. There's a dive up the middle. Good running here on first down as he works his way forward for about 8.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Taking a chance at the end zone. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders make it a one-score game in the first half.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
He's trying to get on with the ref.
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
No change to the call on the field. That play's going to remain a touchdown. Nevis with a point after. And the Raiders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Bills set to take over offensively. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. On first down, Allen. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Allen. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Bills have a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Throw right side, and Shakir has it. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for 3rd down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, but it certainly wasn't.
Catch made right side by Coleman. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Secures this at the 17. When he can't evade the coverage team for much, they stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Raiders to the receiver Dante Thornton Jr. out and ready for their next series. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 Eagles, 19 tight, 19 tight. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Airing it out to start this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
He fires one deep down the left sideline. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
It's complete. This is Bowers. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's a Vegas first down. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. Sticking to the air here. Complete out to the right. And he'll get it up to the 44. And he's up across 200 yards now in this opening half. That's beyond simply a good start for him. This is the type of game where he's been taking the lead on carrying his offense forward however he can. Throwing it again here. Setting up the screen. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. Trying to work quickly now.
In the Las Vegas first down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to keep moving forward, brought down inside the opposing 30. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Hauled in by Olave, left side. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Gravity lying. Cougar Knights.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Raiders can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Allen on the play action. Connection made to Shakir. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. They send a man in motion. First down throw for Allen. To the right, pulled in by Palmer. And this is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. Yeah, that's good for a Buffalo first. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook was wide open.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Allen gonna throw again. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down. They're gonna mark him at the 14. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Another one caught by Coleman. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a second quarter lead. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7.
Raiders 21.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Returning it from the 4. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50. The Raiders ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking in the air here. Throwing left side, Bowers has it. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's a Vegas first down.
Las Vegas, first down.
18 Cardinal, 18
26 yards.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Tackle made by Trey Amos.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Let's go.
Throwing on second. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Mevis now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders tie us up 28-all. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Strong with the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Pulled in by his back. Cook. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy.
Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Raiders are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Second and long, they didn't have to pass, Brock, but you kind of knew that was what was coming. And they had the right coverage out there to pick it off.
Yeah, you really have two choices here, Kate, offensively, right? You could play conservative, try to get to a manageable third down, or you go step on the gas with aggressiveness. And I love aggressiveness. The problem? Well, this defense saw it coming, and even more so, they took it away. They went up and attacked it and got the ball for themselves.
Now come out throwing. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Gets it to him on the screen. Escapes the defender. Now spinning away from one. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
From the red zone on first. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway.
Second down.
Throwing it on second down. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play because that was not good. Brings up third down.
Kate, you just know as a quarterback there's situations where you're going to gain the trust of the play caller or quickly lose it. And when you take back-to-back sacks, you've lost the trust of your coordinator. And now on third down, well, you better do all you can to regain it.
Ready?
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here he goes, third and long. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up fourth and long. So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. This one from an even 40 yards out. Mevis able to knock it through. And they've taken back the lead.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Mevis ready to send this one away. Strong with the return. This makes it up to the 25. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And dodge the tackle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Allen on 3rd down. Completed over the middle. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Oh, nice punt, and a fair catch. Going to stick them at the 7. The Raiders returning their offense, and this running back to the field. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots at this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Viking 18. Smash.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Here we go.
Takes the 2nd down snap. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on 3rd? 3rd and long for him here. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And that hit right at the 10. Somehow, though, got a wicked bounce and makes it into the end zone for a touchback. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Allen now on 1st down. Raiders closing in, and down he goes. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Now here he goes. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Throw here, 3rd down. Gets it quickly to Palmer. Oh, he lost the football. And he's fortunate to cover it himself, but the clock's still running as we count down to halftime.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part...
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
The ruling on the field is reversed.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. All set now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry-up. Allen finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. To throw again, it's Allen. Hits him on the in route. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. To the air again, Allen. That's over the middle and caught by Coleman. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Raiders make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right, you've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
18 Cardinal.
Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. A great weekend of football behind us. In case you missed any of the action, let's recap it for you. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin in Foxborough, the Patriots at home to take on the Jets in the AFC East. And this is Calvin Austin. He's going to pull this one in, and then he sets his sights towards the end zone. 58 yards for the score. The Jets move to 2-1. They get the victory here. From there, it's down to the Big Easy in New Orleans. We'll check in on the Saints. They're hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. And this is Jalen Hurts. He's going to find his man here. This, one of his 3 touchdown passes on the night. The Eagles are back in the win column. They move to 2-1 with a Week 3 victory. One more for you. Let's go to SoFi Stadium. It's the Rams hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And this is Matthew Stafford. He's going to take this one himself. He also had 2 touchdown passes in the game. The Rams get the victory. It took them a few weeks, but they win and improve to 1-2. With that, a look now at what else transpired on a busy weekend in the NFL. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these 2 sides through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Good work so far. He's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
At their own 41-yard line.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Let's go now. Pass the 60. Pass the 60. Ready.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's just going to hook this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Hurt. Hurt. Let's go.
A give now from the gun. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Third down here, need 8 on the play.
Here we go. Set. Viking at 79 Broncos.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Complete here to Bowers. And he's tackled for a short gain. Dropping the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th
60
down.
Maverick. 60.
Back to throw it. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Christian Benford has it. And the Bills will take over as he records his first interception of our season. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
Now
6.
Allen off the play action. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
21 yards. That's good for the Bills. First down.
Here's Allen. Short pass brought in. He takes this forward a little to about the 39. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
Yards on the pickup.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Allen on the play action. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Bills have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Allen gonna throw again. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Again, Allen to the air. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Here comes the field goal unit now for the Bills. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that will tie things up in the third.
You know, you look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a three-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown there.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Raiders back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And this group feeling a little urgency to make the most of this one, Brock, after they threw that interception the last time out.
Yeah, we know there's no more predictive stat in the NFL than giving the ball away. Now, we walk that fine line as a quarterback. You can't play timid and scared to make a mistake, but you know you can't put the ball again in the other team's hands.
Connecting on the slant. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Go, Rig, go.
Running for the marker on second. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That play good for 17 and a first down.
First and 10
Here
at
we
the
go.
48-yard line.
19, Charger, 19, Charger, three.
Another carry for him. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Ready.
They give it to him again. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. They gain 11 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
Buffalo 60 Vikings.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Ready.
Here's a give on first and goal. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders take a third-quarter lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
31.
Mevis ready to send this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Bills and Khalil Shakir headed out on offense now. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And He's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's good for a Bills first down. First and 10 at the
Allen to throw. Here's a screen for Cook. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
Another Bills first down. First and 10 at the 50.
Play action now. Allen caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Raiders get to it. And Vegas takes it back for a touchdown. The Raiders grow their lead on the turf. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping off that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on a scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
Mevis now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders double their lead to 14. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Making some progress here. And what a great start for their series. He's all the way up close to the 45-yard line before stepping out. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurricane. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Second down now. They need 7. Cook is hit and he fumbles it. But it looked like a member of the Bills was able to get to that one, so possession remains with them. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Micah Robinson takes it away. And the Raiders have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the third interception, man, he is killing his team.
Back-to-back carries here. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Working now from the gun. Hits his running back. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll throw it. Dumped off to his running back. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Olave on the slant. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Stephanie Timberwolf.
Still sticking with the passing game. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
To kick off.
Mevis ready to send this one away. Strong with the return. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And the last two drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense has eaten, it's been a tough watch.
Yet again, he finds Shakir. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple, and he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. Looks like we've got an injury timeout here, Brock, and it is for receiver Khalil Shakir. Medical staff headed out to take a look. They'll come up on 1st and 10. Now Allen. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 20.
Back to throw now, Allen. Now he takes it. It's inside the 10. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one splits the uprights. And the Bills get it back to a 14-point game.
52. Bills 38.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Tucker now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Raiders and this running back headed back out for a new series. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 1918. 77.
Lone back gets the handoff. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
19 Sergeant. 19 Sergeant. Cowboy 80.
Back to the well again. Still working past the 40. And he's finally stopped across midfield at the 47. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
And a Las Vegas first down.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 8.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Tackle made by Cole Bishop.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Let's go. Bronco 80. Let's go. Ready.
Now first carry here for Ashton Jeanty. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. You have that call you had ready, though? You can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Back. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 19 tight. 19 tight.
This time it's a passing play. Sends this to the end zone. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Mevis now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders stretch their lead to 21.
Bills 38. Harrison Mevis to kick off.
Mevis ready to send this one away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Bills set to take over offensively. And the first half scoring has continued so far in this second half as they try to keep the pace. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's brought down after a short gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And his fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Bills football, Brock, but any efforts may be futile facing that deficit. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. Hopkins making the grab downfield. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. So 2nd down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Josh
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw again, it's Allen. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get it back to within 2 possessions. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills get it back to a 14-point game.
Raiders 59. Bills 45.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Raiders returning their offense and this running back to the field. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground.
On the set.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10.
Alert! Alert! Get it!
Give now to the running back. Finds a seam. Left side is off to the races. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders make it a 3-score game in the 4th.
Okay, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
Mevis now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders stretch their lead to 21.
66. Bills 45. Harrison Mevis to kick off.
Mevis ready to send this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, while this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate, this drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead. That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Now Allen off the play action. Catch made right side by Coleman. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Allen gonna throw again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Again, Allen to the air. Short pass brought in. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
That's good for a Bills 1st down.
To the air again, Allen. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. So it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Play action now with Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Here he goes, third and long. Forced out to his right, and just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
Fourth and forever coming up. Desperation time here. Throwing deep here for the end zone. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Oh, there was so much good on that play. Right play call, good route, great throw, Kate. Just needed to make the catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert in every time.
Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They're going to win this game, but with touchdowns on 3 straight drives, Brock, they're probably going to want to keep that streak going. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. Keeps himself upright. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders keep adding to that fourth quarter lead.
He just keeps scoring and scoring and scoring it. Look at the juice he showed on touchdown number 4. He actually looks like he's getting stronger and faster as this game goes along. Just wow.
Mevis now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders continue piling on to this lead. Mevis ready to send this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills and Joshua Palmer set to go to work again. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Lines him over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Allen. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. To the air on 3rd and long. As his go-to, it's Kincaid. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
On 1st down, Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. And on 1st down, only gets about a yard here. And the defender there to force him out.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Gets it quickly to Palmer. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Raider. Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Allen looking to throw. Got a man, that's Kincaid. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on that pickup. And the Bills have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's a give to Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
He's brought down at the 20-yard
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan. Knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Allen setting up to throw. That's complete to Coleman out left. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. To the line, here's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Running back sent in motion. Allen on 3rd and short. Flush down now to his left. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
And up from the pistol to Cook. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Bills making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a James Cook touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Bills cut the lead by a quarter. Down now to 21.
Bills 52.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. He fields it from the 8. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The Raiders back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Drive play straight ahead. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 28.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Good strike downfield to Olave. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Sending him on the dive. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders put up even more points in a win. And yet again, he's made a trip to the end zone, his 5th on the ground. And now just one more return visit away from tying that NFL single-game record. Mevis now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders grow their lead yet again.
Bills 52. Harrison Mevis to kick off.
Mevis ready to send this one away. Return starts at the 3. Jukes away from one. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Allen.
The pass on first down. Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Allen on the play action. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
3rd and long, it's Allen. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Even on 3rd and long, he still couldn't bring himself to force the throw right there, and that's okay. As coordinators will like to say, every drive that ends with a kick we can live with. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Darian Porter.
It's a turnover on downs.
Okay, that's just one of those situations. It is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, yeah, interceptions follow.
There's a dive up the middle. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Escapes the defender. It's a solid block in there, springs him for 8. It's going to be 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Raiders continue piling it on here in the 4th. What do you say we set up a picnic chair in there for him and save him some time, partner? That is the 6th time that he's run one in this game. And that earns him a well-deserved piece in the record book alongside Alvin Kamara, whose single-game mark he's just tied. Mevis now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders tack on 7 more to their lead.
Bills 52. Harrison Mevis to kick off.
Mevis ready to send this one away. Strong with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Now run by Cook. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Buffalo 1st. We've set it down from the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
319.
Allen setting up play action. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Play action now. Allen. It's brought in downfield by Kincaid. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
It's Allen out of the pistol. Cut near the goal line. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4. Receiver in motion. He's headed right. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills trying to do some window dressing. Offense in position now. It's first and goal. Cook has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. He gets it again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Third and goal for Allen. Dump off caught by his back. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills putting up points in a game decided. It's a James Cook touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Bills cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points.
Bills 59.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Starting from the 5. He dodged the tackle. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run.
Let's go now.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 79 Broncos. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
They're going to pass it here. And he's going to try another deep one here. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up first and goal.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
From the red zone now. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Raiders keep running away with this. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Mm-hmm. Mevis now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders continue adding on to that lead.
Harrison Mevis to kick off.
Mevis ready to send this one away. Strong with the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on first down. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. One of their longest road trips of the season, Brock. But thanks to that primetime slot, the body clock not too thrown off, and they played like winners on this big stage.
Yeah, they sure did. The only thing that's going to be screwed up on their body clock is that long flight home.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a whole lot easier celebrating a great performance.
With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners, as we say so long from Buffalo.
Fall is in the air and not a moment too soon. I'm Scott Hanson, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 3. Some big games to get to. We start in Buffalo. The Bills at home to take on the Raiders. And it's the Raiders defense that comes up with the big play here. They force the fumble, ball's loose, and then the presence of mind to scoop it up, and he wants to score. He will. Touchdown. The Raiders are off to a 3-0 start as they get the victory. Next up, why don't we go to Foxborough and check in on the Patriots as they host the New York Jets. And this is Calvin Austin. He's going to look this one in, and he'll take it from there. 58 yards for the score. The Jets had to work for it, but they win it by a field goal. One more for you. Let's go to Cincinnati. The Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. And this is Rachaad White. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Bengals find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hanson saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week right here on EA Sports.
Good defensive backs play with an edge unrivaled by other positions, and that brash confidence drives their best performances. One such game has earned him a challenge. One of their best defensive backs is coming off a stellar performance. Those in the organization already know he's a star. A repeat of his last game will let the rest of the league know it too.